Hey, Steady Steve, and listen, I've just done a video which I'm going to scrap. I think I've worked out the kind of R1 debate, basically. There's two things I worked out. The R1, let's do the first things first because it's quicker. Before we go into R1. Listen, do you know when I saw that guy, he had two disposal cyber eyes? That is, I've found the conclusion now. That is most definitely not the way to go. I would not even have a disposal and insta kill combo just to test it out. I just wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't do it even to get rid of a what's it called now? Oh, oh my gosh, Queen Artiola. Even to get rid of a Queen Artiola would not meld disposal on the cyber eye. If anything, there's no harm in putting it on a spirit caller, and then it's got that task. It's got two tasks: rage control and disposal when it's timely. That's what it would be. Cyber eye, definitely, from my point of view, should only ever be two possible things. Two possible. And listen, the reason why it should never be disposal, there's no disposal rune on there which is going to keep it alive. Never disposal. But for insta-kill, especially if you've got an insta-kill rune at level 10, it's got to be this death insta-kill. Obviously not S insta-kill, D insta-kill, which you find on a creature like, I don't know, Death Angel, which allows it, gives it a 50% chance when killed to stay alive and insta-kill again, you know what I mean? Death and instant revive. So that is why you'd have an insta-kill meld on a cyber eye, and that is why you would never have disposal. And again, if anything, in my recommendation, do what you want. Enjoy the game. If I was going to put disposal on anything, only Spirit Caller. And I've seen it with, it's already got immunity, it's already got retreat. Disposal, my friend, that's what it should have. Cyber Eye, insta kill. You can have what you want. I could say insta kill number 1 by far, 1, 2, and 3. In fourth position, let's give it third. Third position would be detonate, and I can't think of anything else really as a meld for Cyber Eye. So that's that out of the way for me anyway. I'm gonna get to the heart of this R1 debate a little bit as well. I was gonna say something else. Can't remember. Anyway, so there's the whole thing. So I've had R1 for 5 months, 6 months, whatever it's been. It wasn't strong enough to be in any of the decks. This was Plunder Vitality 4 or 5, I can't remember. That's 400 or 500 damage. That's 400 or 500 damage. And then I had some random skill. Now I've got Sacrifice 8. That will move this R1 because I've got Vitality. Obviously, you need a Sacrifice rune because it's going to be sacrificing. And Protein helps as well to give you those base HP stats. That will get me to the 6,000, so I can do the Soul Purge. And that's all well and good. It will remove a creature from the graveyard. Well done. And then there's the whole debate about Plunder Vitality, and the R1 does do damage in a very strange way. It does do damage in what seems to be a strange way, and I'm still actually testing the pace at which that direct damage gets added to the HP. Right, so it should do it instantaneously. I'm going to just double check. Maybe it does, probably does. I'm going to double check. So, why is there a debate about R1 still being useful even with the sacrifice? And I think I found the answer. I had a eureka moment. Right, so I think the answer is actually here. A lot of the top level players have got a very strong Recycle 3. You may say they've got strong Recycle dominance. It's got immunity, it's got Recycle, it's got Dark Reversal. It's an absolutely stellar Recycle 3 card, but it just so happens to be a card that I never play for bizarre reasons only. I can't fit it in the deck, basically. I can't fit it in the deck. And part of the reason why I feel comfortable with that on balance, and I know it's crazy. Listen, you can look at the videos for many months, maybe even years since I came back to the game. You're not going to see this creature in my deck, and I still think it's awesome. But say if I got R1, it's just sacrifice somebody, right? Just remove somebody from the graveyard. Then eventually it gets around to Nefarious recycling it. Then it eventually comes through in the queue, giving its turns and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a massive wait, long story short. So it's not really going to be the impact card that it could be. But if you've got, say I've got this as a backup, right? So the way I play the game is I use Dahlia just to trigger Rage through the sacrifice. You know, if I can immediately get my Wraith Hunter to remove cards from play, I'll play it then. Or I'll play it last for the Voodoo, for the Rage control. Or I'll try and play it last and have the recycle as well. So if I can revive, I'll revive first. And what doesn't get revived gets recycled. And hopefully it won't get a direct attack. You know what I mean? A physical attack damage, whatever it is. Because it's played last. And hopefully I've destroyed creatures along the way. So again, it's less likely that my R1 is going to be recycled. It's more likely it's going to be revived. And say my recycle card is either not going to be played at all because I'm waiting for sacrifice, or played last and revive will come first. So what I'm saying is this R1 is going to keep on being popped into the game. It's going to keep on sacrificing. And it's going to keep on removing people from the graveyard at a high rate. Right. Now, when I'm talking about revive, I'm talking about a broken card of Nereid. I'm talking about a broken card of Nereid. This one right here. But I didn't realise, and somebody mentioned in the comments, and I still didn't get it until today. He was talking about the revive meld. And I was getting confused in the comments. I can't remember which video it was in the last week. I just thought, no, it's just revive. And I couldn't understand, it didn't click for me about why mine is just revive. But of course, there are 3 revives. S revive, D revive, and standard revive. My recommendation, especially considering R1 and why it's so useful to me in particular, is revive on Nereid, not S revive, not when played. That's the worst of them all. You just wouldn't do it on a broken card like this. S revive, go and look yourself in the mirror. D revive is also not that clever. It may seem clever, it's not clever at all, I don't think. Just thinking it through. Yeah. No, anyway, long story short, you'd rather have standard revive. It's not always going to be killed, but you're still going to want to revive cards along the way, right? And even when it's, so if you got, yeah, so if you get killed, you come back and they're going to wait until your next turn. If you have death revive, then you get killed. Yeah, you do the death revive immediately and a chance of another card. It's not awful, but I say it's to an extreme, and standard revive that I've got here is more about general play. Now, if, you got to remember as well, I've got 2 Aquarius. So there's a chance, which is not ideal for my 5-turn Nereid. There's a chance I've got deck control here. So I've got the specific things about my deck, starting with the recycle card and me not being very prominent in terms of prioritizing recycle. That's the first thing. I got an ultra powerful revive card, a broken revive card with a level 10 rune on it. And I've also got the control, which means anything in the graveyard that's not killed. Yeah, I've got the control. Anything in the graveyard that's not killed, I'm probably going to have the time to remove that torment, pop things back into play, and my R1's going to be removing creatures permanently from play. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, again, that's just the debate about how R1 goes from being not useful at all and in none of my decks to being a very interesting part of my deck, and how other people who are recycle dominant, or you know what I mean, put it on a level pegging with revive, which I totally understand, won't get as much out of this card. And I'm not saying that their strategy is wrong, but I've been obviously, again, I've used this strategy of being revive dominant for quite a long time in terms of my natural gameplay. That's why I've been like sticking to racket R1 like it's my mama over the last few months. Really happy with her, particularly happy with her, particularly happy with my high cleric. Obviously, Nereid is broken. Aquarius is ultra amazing, obviously. Find Assassin, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'd rather have 2 dot summoner maybe, but you know, it's kind of like a wild card aspect. Wild card aspects in terms it can dodge certain things, and it would be brilliant if it was a sacrifice Fang Assassin, but at the moment I'm prioritising Momoya and my equipment, and I will do, oh my gosh, more tries. I think I've done a minimum of 5, maybe 6 tries and been unlucky, and most of those have been Harrow. Hurrah! And I just love you, Dahlia. I love you, girl. I love you. You got me in my damn emotions. Every time I see you, I love you. Loves you. I'm a wild card spirit painter. There you go. Right, so let's come out of there. What else? What else? What else? Let's quickly go to Memorial. I did buy this Emperor's Soul. I was into really, and it wasn't even on a discount. But I'm going to try and wait. But I want to try and squeeze in another crafting attempt at Noble Lords. Insert the materials. Yes, I badly need this Emperor's Ward. Literally 1 purple. And this Emperor's Breath. Yeah, I need this the most of all. I don't think I can do it now. Actually, me purchasing. I'm gonna need a lot more Emperor's Breath. Where is it? Yeah, me purchasing the Emperor's Soul. Even though it meant I could get this orange, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to wait till the next Memorial to do it. I don't have any kind of these ribbons or tickets, whatever they are, to get more credits. There we go. All right, so that's that debate. So I'll put to bed the Cyber Eye debate with disposal, and I think I've solved the enigma of R1 being crazy useful to me and not so useful to other people. All right, let's do some raiding. Gonna aim for something like about 10,000 glory points if I can. It's gonna be a lot of skip through, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be, okay, 38,000. Law and, what was it again? I hate that. I wish I could have Confide, oh my gosh. Well, it's got a revive, standard revive. Not a death revive, Queen Artiola. Very interesting. Just trying to think, would I prefer death revive or standard revive? Definitely standard revive. Definitely. But I do see the benefits of death revive too, especially if you've got 1 health and any kind of contact's gonna, you know, tip things. Right, I'm gonna wait for my sacrifice. What's this? Dark Prophet, Sweeping Blow, nothing life set, nothing. Vile Prophecy. Vile Omen on a random non-cloned enemy creature at the end of its turn. If the creature's HP falls below 50%, it loses 100% of its max HP, and if it falls below 20%, it will be removed from play. It's like a weak version of... Is that a weak version of R1 or is that better? I don't know, but one thing I do know is that it's dead. I wouldn't mind trying to get rid of this as well. High Cleric. Let's go one more round. And obviously I do accept my man here is having to auto and I'm using and playing manually basically. Right, he's got 2 disposal. Do I want to play Nereid? Let's go for it. It's great having no clock. Alright, so we're going to have Aquarius, Nereid. I'm going to nerf my Flaming Dark Summoner, which is a travesty in itself. Pointless me playing this because I'm going to generate that max rage. Yeah, there's no... Okay, I'm going to clone that. I don't think he's got Mass Charm and Divine Shield. Now, if he had immunity, it would be spinning and lit up, wouldn't it? Let's go with that. I'm hoping we can just end game from here. Just dominate. Hoping also that we can get rid of that. Yep. High Cleric. I've got a feeling that the Summoner might wipe them out though. I don't think I'm going to kill anybody. Yes, we are. Paragon's gone. Oh, is the other one gone? No. Oh, Time Hopper. Beautiful. I think that's it, you know. Game over. It's not. Listen, he ain't gonna come back from that. It's auto. 8,000 glory points. Let's go. Sorry. Oh, I hate this creature. Listen, boo. Anybody with that, boo. Blade Shard. Burn Shard. Disposal, man. That's a mistake, man. That's boo-boo, haha. Haha, boo-boo. Standard revive. Nereid, that's great. In my point of view. Frost armor. Nice one. Ice arrow. I'm thinking I can win. What are you? Sacrifice. It's not bother. If it wasn't sacrifice, I probably could win. With sacrifice, potentially I won't play a card. So yawn. Boo. I'm not going to do all the turn. Is that the same guy? No. Sacrifice 14. Let's just carry on. Nothing to see here. I'm going to do 3 battles. Not the normal, not the full 5. I need to crack on. Or a maximum of 3 battles. It depends how long this is going to take. Maybe no more battles. Okay, nope. $12,000. Sacrifice 14. Let's go for it. Mainly because it's a task of mistress. Unholy rites. Wow, I hate that confine. I wish I had it, but I hate it. I don't know if we're gonna win. Obviously. His deck is most definitely a work in progress, and I think his Jack Frost is the wow. I'm saying wow because you can't even play a card, man. But I still prefer this with Confine. Confine is, for me, is green flag. Absolute green flag. The red flag is Jack Frost. Because, oh my gosh, man. In fact, I'm going to skip. Or should I? Cycle 3. He's still green flag because it's still possible to win. You know, eventually I will be able to play a card. Yeah, okay, it's going to take me 4 turns. He's going to have a full deck. It's just a challenge, but I say with Jack Frost, it's just not possible, man. I think we're going to be dead before we actually play a card. Oh, dear. Oh, I needed it. Oh, it doesn't matter. In a way, it was lucky that he's gone back to its full 4 turns. He needs like a rebirth rune or something. Maybe. Oh dear. Listen, 4 turns. Oh, let's forget it. We lost. We're never going to win that one, man. Let's try and find another quick one. Have a quickie. A very quick one. A very quickie. A quicker. Okay, I think we got this one. It's hard still. 100 level 115. Confine. My nemesis. 1 skill and it's Confine. Interesting. I'm thinking, even though it is Confine and given what happened. Oh gosh, man. Gosh. 30% chance. Are you sure? 30% chance. 30% chance from the last game to this one. Again. No, they're taking the mick, man. They are taking the mick. They are trying to kill the game. They are trying to... That's not 30%. What's the... Oh, okay. Well, listen, I need a mathematician out there. Round on round, 30% chance... And again and again and again and again into the next game, again and again. What are the odds? This is tiny. It just wouldn't happen. Could happen, wouldn't happen. If we can play a card, we've still got a chance. I think we're going to play a card this time. Can still win. I mean, I could kill like most of their cards, but okay, we got one. We got it. We're in. Damn it! All right, so we're going to play Nereid. I thought I had an Aquarius here. What are you, Taurus? Holy lights. All right, we're going to no. Yeah, thought it. Yeah, Spirit Painter. Phantom Assassin, Dark Summoner, Race Control at the end. Give a little boost of attack to my Dark Summoner. Yeah, let's try and get rid of this Dahlia. I'm aware there's other problems, but hopefully this will be the win right here. Definitely did not need to play my Nereid. Can't remember what it does in terms of attack for my Dark Summoner. Of course, the Taurus boosts, I think, the health of Neander. Okay, found the Assassin. Ooh, I didn't really do as... I've done a lot of damage. Let's carry on. I think I did all the damage I was ever going to do. Oh, that's a huge oversight. Soul Shrew's got immunity. That's a huge, huge, huge oversight. And I was lucky it didn't cost me any cards. Huge oversight. It's going to get revived now as well. I think we got this. Could be wrong. But, you know. Got a chance. I don't think he's got any more Recycle or Revive, right? I don't think he's going to have. I'm going to auto. And there's no R1 on the way for us to have a look at that either. We would. Right, so what we're going to do with those glory points, we've got 13,000. Still working on this Twilight Ronin. I did manage to get Mass Charm on that second skill. I want to get rid of Lucidity. I'm one of the few people who do not believe in it. Basically because it relies on you having 80 Rage out of the 100. And most of the time it's not going to be more than 80 because you've got Aquarius and other things to worry about. And pointless for me. Overall, let's refresh. So really I want Freezing Darts. Corpse Chill. No. That was that. Yeah, that's everything. Let's look at Memoria again. There's nothing there. 22 minutes. Please like, subscribe, let us know, and I'm out.